Hello, hello, Scorpio. We are here for you today. We are going to create an ink blot made in your name and essence on this scroll that we are going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll also add on some tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here kicking. Boop, boop. We have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, pleased to receive or release freely. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. Let's go. All right. You can see we have the app, GhostTube app here. No affiliation, links below. All links below are to help it outgrow. Scorpio, just a reminder, we're here to drop ink in the name of, creating a portal to perceive
Pick
in.
me.
Less worry. Pick me. We are picking you, Scorpio. I hope all is well. And Scorps, please know it is well to add your reflections, what you see, sense, or feel below. As your reflections do help deepen the reading, drop an emoji, whatever feels well. Any interactions with the channel is appreciated. When you're ready, and take a nice deep breath. You're welcome to join me or fast forward through. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of the Scorpio Collective. Scorpios, thank you so much for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. Here is your ink blot. If you'd like to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms. If any shapes or symbols stand out. I'm really digging this. Okay, so we are surreal here, of course, and a little bit spooky and a little bit strange. Oh, but it's all good. It does. It helps our abstract and ancientness come together. This is what I feel like I'm looking at. I'm carving. This feels almost like a... I'm carving, Scorpio, I'm carving something out. Yes, okay. It's almost like Picasso-esque. You feeling you got a little Picasso perspective? Because that's the vibe I'm kind of feeling. Also something about my chin, or like, how do I say that? I don't know, maybe you're growing a beard. I feel like I'm being soothed. Like almost like a jawline, or maybe you're doing like those exercises, whatever they say to do for a jawline. Whether one's doing it or not, I feel like something is being defined. And while it's being defined, and it may be in the speech to self or the speech that you hear from others and the way you respond or react, it feels very chiseled. It feels very clean. I feel like I'm getting a new jawline. I don't know what that is. There's also like a kind of dancing that's going on, almost like Arabian Nights. Okay, sorry, I'll share this with you. Woo, apologies. Right in here, like there's this dancing going on, but in okay, so there's a bowing here, and see how it's fully connected. Something else is being connected. It's like the other part of... I'll say it the way I heard it. I'm sharpening both sides of the knife. This carving tool, maybe your intentions, clarifying something. This is where, but there's a spicy side to this. Scorpios, I feel like there might have been a time that you might be able to place yourself in remembrance where you had to, like, I don't know, it feels like slice and dicey. Like it feels like cooking with a dull knife, or trying to slice something with a dull knife, and it felt frustrating. And then I come across something or someone that helped me, or I ended up helping myself to sharpen my own knife. Even if that meant or means, if you're still in the state of remembering, seeking somebody out who is a sharpener of such, because there's some sort of skill that's being sharpened in regards to whatever it is that I'm carving. Okay. No, we're going up there. All right. Whatever it is that I'm carving. Scorpios. Impressive. But it's almost like I'm doing a dance while this is... It's like doing Tai Chi and painting at the same time. It's very, very curious. Perhaps it's even very healing for you. Like you might be doing one thing, but it's really assisting another in whatever relation this is of defining a skill set and sharpening skills. This feels very self-oriented by some sort of frustration. It's like I was frustrated by trying to cut the meat with a dull knife, and I was upset at the meat.
I want you to
at some point, and now I realized it's I looked at my knife and I'm like, oh, it's dull. I need to sharpen that. I need to sharpen that. Scorpio, we have here woman of the apocalypse. Yeah, see, something has been... There's that birthing. I can see you there. It's the light body. See this, if I can bring this in. See this right here, this body? And in between the ink, this body. It's like you're birthing your light body. Scorpios, if I also didn't say so already, thank you so much. If you have liked, share, and subscribe. The link below to the extended will be the first YouTube video link below for the second tier Ask Our Society. But it's like, it feels like that this meat was almost like apocalyptic in your awareness. Just very like tough meat. And now, it came in before, but I'll share it because I just remembered it. It's like getting one of those close shaves with one of those blades. I don't know. I feel like I can see the barber giving it. I don't know. That's the amount of trust and skill that I have with this. Whatever this is for you, corporate, creative, personal, platonic, the yaddas of life, whatever it is that you've been focusing on, mulling, thinking, stewing about even, stewing. Because I feel like when I was cutting that meat, I was preparing a stew. I don't know if I was stewing about something. And now I'm getting to enjoy it and be like, you know what, that's a hearty, nice warm soup belly. And I got my knife sharpened, my skills sharpened. Maybe you're going to school, taking a course. You're interacting with different people. Maybe you're just going dancing, but there's some sort of... It's like being a football player, but taking ballet helps sharpen your football skills. Something like that. Okay, Scorpio. I hope you're doing well. We have here the not so spiritual journey. Ooh, you went deep. Deep. I'm back in this Picasso-esque thing, and the Picasso-esque image of myself, almost like it was so strange to see myself. Now I'm seeing it as a depiction from like cave drawings and how they too are depicted a particular way.
Evil.
See, I didn't want to say it, but I'm going to acknowledge, because what you've been through or gone through in some regard, even if it's in like your pinky finger, the tip of your pinky finger, you've done something that it almost feels as if in the here and now, presently speaking, to recent past, I felt as though there was like some sort of strange or surreal spell put upon me that I couldn't place. Like, why? What is this? You know, I almost want to say if I wanted to be, I'll just say, you know, like just, you know, a bout of bad luck. But some sort of digging that you've done, first of all, has brought about your light body essence, which you are crowned for. Brought you to some sort of ancient hieroglyphic thing.
Good.
You needed to see that. I think that you might have been a little bit there might have been either an external energy or an energy that didn't want you to have access to this. Like they didn't think you would go back. Now, if this is in present time, like
True.
maybe this is you find something out and you go back into your records. You go back to your files and you're like, oh my goodness, that didn't stand out until, 10, 20, 30 years later. You're going through your family album or you find out a family secret. And this, even though it is the birthing of a light body and a new, not new, elevated skill set, because it like removes almost like this curse, even if it, it's like the scarlet S and it can be burned away. There's something around me that just believed it because I could feel it. Like something, so you ended up doing things. It's like the football player and the ballerina that wasn't so spiritual, but
I
it
can hear you.
positively affected the spiritual for this light body to be born. That was always with you, of course, but I have a feeling, Scorpios. Okay, thank you. Like, see, right, this skull is an apple, and right at like the nubbin, I suppose, with this snake.
Leave me alone.
Like, I kind of want to say I almost thought like I was plucked off, like I was a bad apple, or... But I find something out. I find something out that helps me realize something else was at work and at play. I find out different information. It's like a cold case that becomes a hot case. And I mean that like there's new information, there's new evidence. Scorpio, this feels intense.
Curse.
This feels intense. The phallic yod of I'm not going to pronounce that word. Let's not be ridiculous. The phallic yod of macro prosopus. Thank you, prosopus. See how in this card there's like the two. And there's the two. They're being separated now. Being separated from some sort of spell. And it's almost like I heard before, like, bite your tongue. Like somebody might have had my tongue chained. Sleep. There's that light body. Maybe some of you have gone through the dark night of the soul, or, any sort of wordage that might feel like that.
Roger.
I'm hearing that song, Roger. You make me feel like dancing, gonna take the night away. You make me feel like dancing. That's what it makes me feel like. And there it is. Your skeletal system is changing. It's like the structure of...
Lock it.
The structure of what I thought. Because even in here, there's a man's face and another man's face or person's face, but I'm seeing it as a masculine energy. And this one is connected like right in the third eye, right in there. This one's, I'm almost like watching maybe this other part of myself. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I've kind of like got my mouth open like, what is happening?
Living room.
And I almost become unplugged from this. It feels like a positive unplug, because by unplugging, by going into the basement of your being of sorts, or your psychology or your experiences, or like physically going through your basement of heirlooms or things you've been holding on to, storage rooms, cleaning out closets, whatever the case is, and you get to go through all this stuff and donate it or get rid of it. But it kind of feels like in the most mundane way, but in the not so spiritual way, but in a great way. That's what it feels like. It's like, you know what? I'm going through this closet. I'm going through this our basement or our garage. We're going to quickly look through these things or luxuriously look through these things. That not so spiritual action does grand things for your overall spiritual being, because I feel like whatever I might have been plugged into, or somebody or something else was plugged into me in the not so great way, unplugs me from
Graveyard.
that and opens up space for me to receive information, or just simply breathing room that once I felt was like cursed upon me. And it's like, I am, even if I have emotional charges to items I find in this garage or in this basement or this box, I'm like, okay, but it's not mine. Like, if somebody's trying to impose the Scorpio upon you because you're so powerful, you're so sharp, and you're very witted, but it can be a little, right? And if that's how it felt, like you're just kind of running with scissors, you're like, hold on a minute, I can really do something with this skill. I can really do something with this and be precise, like a surgeon of skills, a surgeon of your own skills. And by doing this, as I close out and I'm going to head out to go over to the extended, to the other side scribe, if you're going to join me, it is though as this light body is being reborn, rebirthed, because it was always there, the shadow, if I may, bows in honor of that journey, in honor of. I'll see you on the flip side if you're joining me. If not, Scorpio, I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for being my muse. Until next time.